Sunshine State.
It's 7 o'clock. It's Thursday night. I'm Mac James, stand-up comic, and it's time for Stand Up for News.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stand Up for News. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. Stand up too. Don't back down. Stand up now. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. All right. All right. I'm your host, Robin Savage. I am filling in today for our illustrious leader, Mac James. We want to give a shout out to him. He is not here today. Unfortunately, earlier this week, his father passed away. So we're hoping we're making you proud. We are standing up for you. We're standing up for the news. And today we're standing up for Mac James's family.
Yes. Yeah, we love you, man.
We do. We
got to represent the cul-de-sac.
Absolutely. Yeah. And as always with Stand Up for News, family comes first.
That's right.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is what James would do, and I'm going to go around the table, just going to introduce everyone. First guy to my right is our illustrious music director and my birthday twin, Christopher Wright.
Oh, that's right. How's it going, Robin? Macho Woman Savage?
I'm going to skip Alex for right now because she's our guest. I'm going to go to our other co-host, Joe. You want to say a couple words, Joe Rieger?
Hey, how's everybody doing today, man? It's a pretty good, blessed day. Living life, man.
Okay, Joe. Yeah. Joe is wearing an unseasonable leprechaun shirt, but you know what? It works for him.
It's custom made. It's Joe McStoner.
Joe McStoner. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is 420.
Nice. 420, baby.
Okay. And we are going to introduce our co-host, Brandy. Welcome, Brandy.
Hi, everyone.
Oh,
man, I didn't mention this, but last week was my first time.
I know.
And unlike me saying that after every date, I really mean it this time. It really was my first time.
It's nice that they have more than just me as a lady co-host. So I do appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm having a great time already.
And speaking of ladies, we're going to bring up our guest, our one and only Alex Mesa. Thank you for not only being our guest, but being kind of our last minute guest. We do appreciate you.
That's what dates say to me too. This was last minute. I had other people planned out and they so I just called you last minute. And you think I'm a lady, Robin? Thank you so much. Sometimes the name Alex tricks people, but
I was tricked. I looked at the profile pic. I was like, oh, well.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Captain.
Hey, Captain.
Hey, Captain.
How's it going, Captain?
Hey, yo, what up, Jim?
Captain Jim Marvin.
Hey, what's up, guys? You hear me good?
We can hear you really good. We're going to go to Captain Jim in a little bit. He's got a game for us. And probably knowing Captain, do you have some news to stand up for?
Got plenty of headlines for you, too. So go ahead and, put me in the round table there.
Okay. I think first things first, want to talk to Alex for a little bit, maybe interview her, find out some ins and outs. Alex, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
for 4 years altogether, but I think I took like a almost 2-year break.
Okay.
So you can count it. Yeah, 4 years, 2 years.
Okay. And I will ask the question that James always asks. What is the favorite venue you've ever played at?
Let me try to think here. I think my favorite time that I remember in comedy is, okay, so I have this joke. Chris knows it. I ask if there's any LGBTQ, AT&T, Metro PCS, Verizon. I just keep on going. And one day I was at Java Kava and I was saying the joke and everyone in the crowd was saying it with me. And it was like that moment, like, wow, like be like a musician on stage when like they're singing the songs with you. And it's like, even though they heard it probably 100 times, they didn't get tired of it. They loved it. They were like anticipating it, like, yes, we know it. And I just felt like very magical. And then also too, I won a competition with Gordon and Jay Legend at Snappers, and I
Oh,
think
that's
that's
awesome.
also
Wow,
like a.
you beat them.
I was tied. We all tied.
Hey,
Yeah, they
'cause they're,
couldn't-
they're top
they were-
tier.
I felt very
love those
impressed with
guys.
myself too because it was a tiebreaker and everyone kept on cheering so loud. And Kelly was like, "I'll just give you guys each a guest spot," so
Oh,
we each
man.
won.
Oh,
Technically.
man.
Bravo.
That's
They beat
really
me every
exciting.
time.
Yeah.
I had a funny Ben Roethlisberger joke. I'm not sure if I can say on the air, but
Oh, well, it's FTC regulated.
okay, no, it's actually not a bad joke. It's just that
Or FCC, right?
he's very good at leaving tips. Like
Uh-huh.
I like to look at celebrities that are like bad tippers. LeBron James, a bad tipper.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and Ben Roethlisberger, he is a really good tipper. He'll actually give you the tip whether you win it or not. That's a joke that won it for me. So
Got it.
Now, does
he's a good tipper.
anyone else have a question that they want to ask Alex about stand-up comedy or
Yeah, I have a question.
Well,
Joe?
I kind of got a joke that goes along with just the tip over here.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
So my friend Doug, he's a glass blower, right? So I bring my girl, my friend Carol Ann over there, and she so he's letting her blow glass, with this little thing, and she makes a dick, right? Oh my god,
she makes a
oh penis. So she out of glass, right? So
Uh-huh.
so she brings it home, and then last night she dropped by accident. The thing broke, and all she got left is just the tip.
just a tip.
That one's for you, Caroline.
And hi, Doug, too. I've actually ended up over at his house a few times while he's like blowing glass.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's
One
the
thing.
D hole.
He'll wear the welder's mask, and everyone's just sitting there watching him in awe. I'm like, wait, we should probably put on some glasses. Great time over there.
It's actually made my rings out of a quartz crystal.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Who's the mystery
man?
I like this. Man.
Should we put on the mystery man first, or Brandy? Did you have one more question for?
Oh,
Alex?
no. I want to hear about
Okay.
it.
Did we charge him the $19.99 fee?
Okay, mystery man, you're on the air.
This is the ghost of Mac James's dad.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Gosh, that gave me chills.
Where's my son?
Mr.
Where's my son, Mac James?
Well, Mr.
Is he at home
Esterline.
crying? Is he crying at home because his dad died like a baby?
Oh, like a man.
No,
Like a
Mr.
man,
I know
sir.
I just died Friday. Can he get over it by now?
Well, you're sounding great.
And
I must
then
say.
the last thing I watched before I died was 2 weeks ago's show, and this is what Scott Patrick and Kevin Howley are the funniest ones on your show. As far as Christopher Wright, why don't you and my son just get a room already?
Yeah, I mean, we've been to third base already, so I mean, we're close.
Someone in there tell Robin and Alex and Brandy that women aren't funny.
Okay, all right.
I do always say
But women are not funny.
Okay,
Just kidding, women. Just kidding.
I feel like I was
Love you,
funnier
women.
once I transitioned to a woman.
yeah. All right. Well, Ghost of James Esterline Sr., it was a pleasure to have you. And
Enjoy the afterlife.
And rest in peace.
Captain Jim, are you listening?
I think
I hear you in the afterlife.
Your jokes are too long, Captain Jim.
That's not what she said.
Too long.
Get to the point already.
That's not the only long thing about me.
I have
It's
some
the
news
crazy
to
dad.
stand up for. Are you ready for this news? to
Oh.
stand up?
okay. So the dearly departed has some news.
They're discontinuing the penny. And just like Abraham Lincoln, it's not going to get more than one shot.
Oh.
Listen,
Maybe the women are funnier.
That was news I was going to stand up for. What are you doing, Mac James's dad?
Okay,
For Beyond the Grave?
Mac James's dad, since you
one
can.
more fun fact up here in heaven. George Bush Sr. is not here anywhere.
Nice.
What about Tupac and Biggie?
They said he's not here.
All
All
right.
right, I'll talk to you next week. I'll speak with you next week, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Thank you, James
I love
Escherlites.
hearing ya.
Heck yeah. Rest in pieces.
Say hi to my grandpa.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess
What
we'll
a great
go.
call-in.
I was not expecting a caller from the afterlife.
Mystery man.
Mystery
From
man.
beyond the grave, my goodness.
Well, if we wanted to start doing some stand-up for news, we could go around the table. I'm just going to say this out loud for Captain Jim. It'll be me, Christopher, Alex, if you have any, Brandy, and then Captain Jim, you're going to be after Brandy.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Our first news to stand up for. After Donald Trump was told that the acronym TACOs stands for Trump. Actually, oh my gosh, I didn't even write it out. What was that for? Trump actually chickens out. Trump always chickens out. Trump made an executive order to ban all bendy shelled food. So,
Fake news.
all right, we'll go with you, Christopher.
All right, here we go. Something a little bit topical. The Trump administration sues the state of North Carolina over its voter registration records. North Carolina is quoted as responding, "Records? We don't keep records. We don't even have dental records." Is this thing being recorded? North Carolina is quoted as being sued the most over lack of record keeping. They now hold the record for records. When pressed on this issue, North Carolina responded, "Do do 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 do." They got that on record.
All right. So, thanks to Elon Musk, Starlink, a remote village in Brazil has access to internet services. For the last year, the Marabu tribe, located in the Amazon rainforest, has benefited greatly during emergencies, shortening medical response times. It's nice to know that indigenous tribes is being introduced to modern advances. I'm curious as to pop-up ads that they might be receiving while they're surfing the web. Find your Tarzan or Jane with our tribe-friendly dating app. Swipe your jungle vines on a local hotties. Who knows? You can go coconuts in your cocoa huts.
All right. Good stuff, Alex. Good stuff. I'm back, over to you, Brandy.
All right, Brandy Joy here. So what I got was Selena Gomez actually catches heat for rich person behavior after a recent photo gets fans mad. And this photo is of her watching a New York Knicks game on her cell phone at a Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I mentioned several fans conveyed their disappointment. One of these fans wrote, "Selena will never know an ounce of happiness I felt in the cheap seats." I must agree with that, because I can't imagine Selena Gomez's happiness coming in ounces. Her happiness, I'm sure, comes in private jets, international fame, and of course, having one of the most prolific love relationships, loved by one of the most biggest icons of my time. And I'm not talking about Justin Bieber. I'm talking about Barney.
Yeah. Yes.
Happiness.
I was obsessed with Barney till I was like 15 years old. This is a true story.
I'm a little older. She was on Barney?
Yes, Selena Gomez was on Barney.
Oh.
Cute little self.
So is that like the millennial version of like the
No.
Mickey Mouse Club?
It's old school Barney. It's just Barney. Barney's Barney.
Barney's
Barney's
Barney.
Barney's Barney, but Mickey Mouse Club did come a lot of famous people. And I think from Barney, Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez. I'm trying to think who else.
Okay.
Well, now I think we're heading back to Disney Channel. But Barney, I actually was never a Barney fan. You said you were. You said, Alex, you're a friend. You were fans of Barney into your 15. My best friend loved Barney, and I like wanted to be like my best friend. So I'm like watching Barney, and I sincerely did not like the show.
But you like Selena Gomez.
I liked my friend.
That's so funny. Barney would consider you a good friend.
You sacrificed for your
You
friend.
learned something there.
All right, Captain James, you up? You've got to stand up for news.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Robin. On Tuesday, SpaceX's Starship rocket blasted off from Texas, but spun out of control about halfway through its flight before it exploded and plunged into the sea. Technicians don't have a cause for the failure yet, but say they believe the rocket was following the exact same flight path taken by SpaceX's founder, Elon Musk, after taking control of the Department of Government Efficiency in Washington, D.C. earlier this year. You know, I think Elon still has a few bugs to work out of himself.
Okay, Captain Jim, I think we're going to go around one more time. We're going to do some gay news, and then we're going to play your game. So,
Oh, I've got actually regular news to stand up for.
I was going to say, yeah, we'll do one more round of regular news, and then we'll do the gay news. So,
Yes.
gymnast Mary Lou Retton was arrested on suspicion of DUI. Now, Mary Lou Retton is only 4'9" and weighs less than 100 pounds. So she had that one wine cooler before getting into her car.
I read that same thing.
Yeah.
And here's the thing I did notice about that story is it's in West Virginia.
Uh-huh.
And for you to get pulled over in West Virginia for drinking, I mean, you got to be doing something. I mean, even without, she could have had 2 wine coolers.
She's really tiny.
The thing is, she got pulled over in a Porsche. That's the problem. Porsche in West Virginia, yeah, something's fishy.
Oh, that's like having like a big old spotlight. Like, please pull me over.
Man.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Hey, Kevin Holly, we are doing a roundtable. Do you have some regular news to stand up for?
I do. What's up, everybody?
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what up, Kevin?
Today in the news, a lawsuit claims that a former Seton Hall pitcher was the subject of hazing by his teammates, including gross sexual acts. I'm guessing this pitcher became a catcher after the sexual hazing. He's back to the corner.
All righty.
It's like Jason Chris in third base.
Yeah, well, it happened by accident. We were smoking, and
All right. Chris, do you have any regular news to stand up for?
I do, actually. Yeah, this is some breaking news that happened, I believe, earlier today. A woman attacks a child on an airplane, but pre-flight. They were still on the ground because of comments made by the child. The child purportedly called her Miss Piggy, and the woman moved to strike. Miss Piggy relentlessly abused the child because she was feeling a bit froggy and had extra baggage fees. The flight from Orlando was operated by Jet Black and Blue, coincidentally, if you were wondering what flight they were on. So, yeah, that happened earlier today.
I would not take Miss Piggy as an insult. I thought she was right up there with Barney.
I was gonna say,
yeah, just a
Better assets.
Yeah.
We're coming up on the anniversary of Michael Jackson's acquittal. So on June 13, 2005, a jury in Santa Maria, California, acquitted Michael Jackson of molesting charges. At the time, a spokesperson for MJ stated, "We had a strong defense, baseless accusation, and a defendant that with the help of vitiligo turned himself white and was able to beat these charges." MJ released a statement after the verdict, and I quote, "Just beat it. Just beat it." I think he became white for that, honestly. That's my theory. He was like,
Genius.
Well,
right? He was like, hold on.
Genius. What?
He was playing the jury for real. He's like,
Man, I used to have the biggest crush on Michael Jackson.
I did too. I had a
I mean, not the white one.
yeah,
Not the black one
old
either.
school.
I liked him when he was like in that middle stage.
Oh, yeah.
No, like when he like after Beat It, but before Macaulay.
I thought you were gonna say when he was a kid. I was like, oh, Randy. You know, when he was like really young, the Jackson 5.
I liked him on the Thriller album because he was kind of like laying, kind of all
That's
sassy.
that one where he had his arm. Actually, he's wearing a white shirt like mine. And it's like his hair's flowing. He's like doing that chest move. He got some white.
Oh
Bad.
gosh.
I think he was white in that one. Never mind.
Yeah. No,
But
it
he
was
was
my,
hot there too.
Yeah, he was white.
Yeah,
there,
I've seen him at Madison Square Garden.
Did you?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Thriller concert. Yeah, I never seen anybody dress so fast in my life. Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he come from this character to this character.
Yeah, practice.
Boom, boom.
Now, Joe, do you have any news to stand up for?
My news is I have no news.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they'll take it over
Yeah,
to.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. We'll take it over to Brandy.
All right. Yeah. So speaking about assets, did y'all know that Dolly Parton has the largest collection of studio albums released by every singer?
Chris was not expecting that one.
Wow.
Over 65 studio albums.
Okay, wow, pretty good.
And did you see her?
Did you see her other collection?
She is the OG sex symbol. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, Captain Jim, do you have any news for us to stand up for?
Absolutely, Robin. A California police officer who collected $600,000 in workers' compensation after claiming she suffered a head injury on the job has been charged with fraud after she was caught partying at a music festival. The officer unintentionally revealed herself while attempting to make an arrest at the gathering when she yelled at the suspect, "Put your hands in the air!" And wait
like you just don't care. Oh, shoot.
Party
Sorry.
police, man.
Sorry.
I tell you.
All righty. Thank you very much, Captain Jim.
My bad. Yeah.
We're gonna come back to you in a few minutes. First, we are going to
Miss you, bud.
hand everything over to Christopher. He's got gay news and a little song for us.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, Robin. So, all right. So it's time for a little segment we like to call You're Gay News. So it's the news where if you listen to it, you become gay for a little while, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, people get a little freaked out about that, but you shouldn't. Because, first off, Pride Month is coming up here soon. If you didn't know, June is the beginning of Pride Month all across the country. So any, well, not necessarily rainbow babies, but babies who are rainbows can celebrate. Florida still is doing the thing with our bridges where we can have no decorative like coloring for our bridges. You can't do the rainbow on the Sunshine Skyway. You can only do the red, white, and blue for the summer months here, which it's kind of funny. I didn't realize the GOP was still that afraid of color. Like literally, just it was kind of a cheap shot, but hey, they're cheap people, so. All right, so here's a little bit of gay news to stand for. This actually was a little less so gay news, but it kind of works. It'll kind of ease you in a little bit. The FDA outlines more strict outlines for the COVID-19 vaccines, the boosters, I should say. You know how I like them. 19. Sorry, James wrote this. I like them when they're young enough. They can take my breath away. I like COVID vaccine how I like my sex life, full of back shots. All right, you can thank James for that one. So here's another piece of You're Gay news. J.K. Rowling, the former author from Harry Potter, apparently she's using her Harry Potter wealth to fund anti-trans organizations because she's been out there, being a whole turf and everything. Trans women aren't women is what she thinks. But she's looking to remove trans rights from the workplace, public life, and protected female spaces. Rowling says, quote, I looked into all options and a private fund is the most efficient, streamlined way for me to do this. After being a total stan for gay rights, making Dumbledore homosexual, she really affirmed her total reversal and transitioned into a total bigot.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope she likes that for being a transphobe.
Oh yeah, this one's really quick, right? So this is for the P. Diddy trial, right? I know a lot of people are following the P. Diddy trial.
Yes.
And I think, I know he did rap and hip hop, but I think he did stick to the saying of sex, drugs, and rock. But he just took the rock part a little too hard. You know what I mean? It's a different kind of rock.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
How can you follow him for that? That was gay news.
Thank you very much for having the gay news.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hey, it's nice to have somebody be able to accompany me on that. So, all right, so we're gonna do a little song for you guys real quick. This is a thing from one of my favorite musicians. He's kind of an underrated musician in my opinion. His name's Ed Roland of the band Collective Soul, and he wrote this song. It was actually one of the first things that he wrote that was kind of like I'd say a meaningful song to him. Let's say, where he wasn't just kind of writing BS. So it's a little piece called She Said. It's about his mom and his father being an alcoholic at the time. So yeah, it's a good little song. I hope you like this. She said the time was unfair to a woman her age. Now the wisdom has come, everything else fades. She said she realizes she's seen her better days. She said she can't look back to her days of youth. What she thought were lies, she later found was truth. She said her daddy had dreams, but he drank them away. And her mother's to blame for the way she is today. Life's river shall rise, she said, and only the strong shall survive, she said, but I'm feeling quite weak, she said, will you comfort and forgive me? She said, she says she's still searching for salvation's light, and she wishes all day, and she prays all night. She said she won't speak of love, 'cause love she's never known. And it's moments like these she hates to be alone. Life's river shall rise, she said, and only the strong shall survive, she said, but I'm feeling quite weak, she said, will you comfort and forgive me? She said, life's river shall rise, she said, and only the strong shall survive, she said, but I'm feeling quite weak, she said, will you comfort and forgive me? She said, forgive me, she said, forgive me, she said. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, She Said by Collective Soul.
Nicely played, man. Nicely played.
Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you've got a great voice. You play the guitar so good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
It's what I do, man. It's what I do.
That's why this guy's the musical director.
That's right.
I'm gonna break his hair.
No. Oh, yeah. I still need to break my hair up sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, his hair looks like the music
Grow it
you
up,
just
man.
played.
Yeah.
His hair matches the music.
He does. He's a rock and roll looking guy. Yeah.
I am. It's funny, people who've never even met me, like, seriously, it's just like, do you play guitar? It's like, how could you tell? Well, you're kind of tall and skinny and have long hair, so I just kind of figured, it's like, well, that's profiling first off, but also you're right. So,
You're right.
you know,
And you're
like-
gay.
and I'm gay.
And
Yeah,
you're gay.
that helps too.
I have like
guess.
no gaydar, and I'm like looking at you now. I'm like, I still don't see anything gay.
Yeah, it's all right. Most people don't know that, but when you hang out with me long enough, you
Well,
figure it out.
And
you know?
James tells everyone every other second that you're gay.
Oh, that's
So-
true. That's true. I mean, hey, James and I have been to third base already, you know, so like it's, you know, he knows what's up.
Now I feel like he's bragging.
Yeah.
Hey, you ran out of breath when you were coming around 30. You didn't get home?
Yeah, we were in his car and we were on public, so we had to play it cool. So
Now,
Yeah.
Captain Jim, I don't know if you want to follow this, but I hear you've got one of your world famous, where in the world are Captain James Seaman games to play?
yeah,
Yeah, does anybody remember the theme song?
What? Where
Oh, is there a
in the
theme
world
world?
is
In the
Captain
world
James
is
Seaman?
Captain Jim Seaman.
I keep
All
calling
right,
Captain James. Okay, sorry, Captain
yeah. Where in
Jim.
the world is Captain Jim Seaman? Right? Yeah.
All right, that is good musically as Chris here, but yes, it is the geography, the news geography game where the points are worth nothing and the prize is also nothing.
Yeah.
Here's how it works. I'm going to tell you, give you a question about where my semen might be. I'll give you a choice from A, B, or C, and you guess which one it is. Folks who have your phones, I did send this on our DM group for One Unit Entertainment. And if you want to look those up, you could follow along, or if you can hear the sound of my voice, just go along and let me know your best answer. And I think what we'll do is go around the group the way that you've got it there, Robin.
Okay.
So is everybody ready to play?
I think we are.
I
think
go.
so.
Let's go.
I want to play.
Excellent.
And no
Aye,
Googling,
aye.
guys, right?
Yeah,
no
right.
Googling.
No, just
Okay.
yeah.
Aye.
Okay, we'll start off with Chris.
Wait a minute. Wait,
Wait a minute. Okay.
Hold on.
1 second.
I thought you were wanting us to guess. I'm sorry.
No.
You
Not
go
yet,
ahead,
not yet.
Jim.
No. I got an announcer for so our listeners can hear.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So first question. My seamen are in Europe and report that 8 men have been found guilty of robbing Kim Kardashian in 2016 in this European capital. Are my seamen in A, London, B, Paris, or C, Rome?
Oh my God.
Okay, is this where we go around the table?
Yeah.
Okay, I say Paris. Chris?
That's kind of what I was thinking, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Paris on this one. I think Paris.
Yeah, Paris. And I think Kanye West predicted this song, right? His song, he had boop in Paris.
Oh my! Expletive in Paris. Yikes!
I'm going to go with Rome.
I'm going to go with
okay.
Rome.
Final answer.
I'm going to go with Rome
2
also.
for Rome, 3 for Paris.
Okay.
All right. So, Jim and Brandy, we had you for Rome.
Yes.
All right. So, my seamen are in B, Paris.
Nice. All right.
You're lying to us.
I told y'all I lose everything.
Wow, that was just a guess. Yeah.
Robin,
Always lying.
Now, you might not know this, but the convicted will serve no jail time, but instead they have been sentenced to watch an entire season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I think I'd rather get the death penalty myself.
Yeah. Right. Oh my God.
All right, excellent. We got Robin, Alex, and Chris with 1 point on the board here. All right, are you ready for question 2?
We are.
Yes.
All right. My seamen are in Asia and report that this nation's leader is furious after watching his country's new naval destroyer crippled in a botched launch. Are my seamen in A, China, B, South Korea, or C, North Korea?
Oh, I'm going to say North Korea.
Chris, what say ye?
I'm going with C, North Korea. I can see that happening there.
I'm going to be the third one, C, North Korea. I think it was Ilkum Jin or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to say a bad word online.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, North Korea. I can see that.
And what say ye?
I'm going to say China.
All right. Joe's breaking from the crowd.
Brandy Joy's just going to say C because that's usually the answer, right? C's.
When in doubt, go with C.
C.
All right, my seamen are in C, North Korea.
Nice. Okay.
Just like I said.
All right, full round of
Stats.
points on the board. Yeah, well, apparently Kim Jong-un reportedly loves Hollywood movies, so now he has one of his own. It's called How to Destroy a Destroyer in 10 Seconds.
Nice.
All right, this next one will be the decider here. My seamen are in the American Midwest and report that a man is facing disorderly conduct charges for allegedly dumping multiple adult diapers along roadways in this state. Are my seamen in A, Wisconsin, B, Michigan, or C, Minnesota? Robin?
I'm going to say Michigan. They're a little tougher there. They're a little. Yeah, I'm going to go Michigan.
Yeah, my goodness, I got family in Michigan. I would say that sounds like some stuff they would do. So yeah, I'm going with Michigan.
I'm between Wisconsin and Minnesota. I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Minnesota.
C.
Okay, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm going with Michigan.
How about you, Joe? What's your answer?
Michigan.
Michigan. Okay.
Look it up.
Okay.
Put Brandy Joy down for C. Again.
Minnesota. Okay.
Come on, C.
All right. My seamen are, in fact, in A, Wisconsin.
Just like I said, guys.
I can see Milwaukee doing some stuff like that.
Playing.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, how could they get this wrong? I mean, the expression is hug the road, not huggies the road.
Oh, yeah, I could see Milwaukee doing that,
Apparently those diapers were full of cheese. So we have got a 3-way tie between Robin, Alex, and Chris. So I'm going to give you a tiebreaker question here that only one person is going to get right. what is the tonnage of my captain's license? How many tons am I rated for?
6.
Whoa.
Robin, you say 6?
How many did you get busted with again?
A couple of kilos worth, yeah. So you say 6 tons. I'm gonna go with 20 tons.
I was gonna say 50.
Captain.
All right, whoever's got 50 is the closest.
I worked on a pirate ship, though. I worked. My
Nice.
best friend's a captain, and I worked on a pirate ship. So.
How many is it?
Okay.
But I won, just so everyone
All
knows
right.
here.
Nice.
You
Right?
guys remember I'm the winner.
What's the actual tonnage?
You are a
Is it
winner.
50?
Mine is 100.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Nice.
Okay. Well, thank
Yeah,
you.
I got grandfathered into that one.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and thank us all for playing. Where in the world is
Captain
Captain
Jim
Seaman?
I think we can agree he's on the other end of the phone.
Okay. I thought,
See, on the other end of the phone.
I thought we would do another round of regular news, and then do you guys all have history news?
Yes.
Okay. And this is going to include Kevin and Jim. What I'm going to do is after Brandy, we're going to go Captain Jim and then Kevin, if that sounds good.
Sounds great.
Oh, I thought Kevin was holding out. Okay. So United Airlines and JetBlue announced a new partnership. They said they're not calling it a merger. They're just hanging out and seeing where it goes without any labels attached.
Nice. All right, I'm going to report in. Phil Robertson. Y'all know Phil Robertson? Heard that name? He, from Duck Dynasty. Yeah, apparently he died recently. I think just a couple days ago at the age of 79. He put the die in Dynasty.
That's a Jim.
That's definitely a Jim joke. When the Grim Reaper showed up with his scythe, he forgot to duck, thus proving that crackers do have a shelf life. Phil is what they're doing to the hole in the ground he's laying in. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's definitely a Jim Mesterline joke.
That's James Mesterline written all over it.
Our viewers just ended up dumping.
Oh God.
Well, now our viewers are
Yeah,
gonna
they're
love
on Duck
this
Dynasty.
one.
Oops, sorry. I mean, it's true.
Officially in Florida, we have a new invasive species of monkeys. These are the rhesus monkeys. They're excellent swimmers and can eat over 50 species of native plants, as well as birds and several small animals and fish. Another threat these small and cute monkeys pose is that they carry a deadly strain of herpes.
Oh.
A spokesperson for the monkeys said, "One in Florida, do as a Floridian do. So now we fish and have STDs."
You say they're called Reese's?
The rhesus, yes, RHESUS. They're really cute.
Is there poop called Pieces?
You're the spokesperson. You're the spokesperson.
All righty. Captain Jim, do you have some news to stand up for?
Yes, I do. A U.S.-born citizen who was wrestled into the dirt, handcuffed, and detained in a vehicle as part of an immigration raid had a real ID on him that's fake, the man's family said. You know, sometimes when I think my girlfriend is showing me her real ID in bed, later on, she admits it was a fake ID.
Oh.
100 tons.
Oh my God, 100 tons. All right, I think I have one more piece of current news to stand for, because I know we're going to be moving into history news soon, but here's some new one. President Donald Trump unloads on Vladimir Putin for his recent aerial assault on Ukraine during peace talks. Trump complained to Putin that, quote, "We were in the middle of talking. What are you doing?" Putin's out there off shooting rockets during the dirty talk. Quote the Donald, "Save it for the bedroom, Vlad."
You could have put that with gay news too.
That should have gone with gay news, actually, now that I think about it.
All right. Well, this is a segment that we like to be called Laughs from the Past. And it's our history jokes too. Yeah. Some of you guys got some history jokes? I wrote a few.
Yeah, definitely got a little.
Okay.
I got a little bit.
Okay. If not,
A little bit I got too.
Perfect.
My first history joke is May 29th, 1953. Two men named Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay were the first people to successfully climb Mount Everest. When asked about their sexuality, one of them said, "I'm neither Tenzing nor gay."
Well, going along with Mount Everest, that's also my
Okay.
news story. Yes, today in history, 1953. And the funny thing is, they climbed it all the way to the top, but because there was no Wi-Fi at the summit, they didn't even post it. So did it really happen? Do you even know if this happened? Does anybody confirm this?
Right. I also heard that Tenzing Norgay's favorite quote to Edmund Hillary was, "The top cannot be reached straight nor gay." Yeah.
Okay, well, this isn't so much history, but since dawning of time, did y'all know that humans and dolphins are the only known species to socialize based on subcultures?
Whoa.
And have sex for fun. We knew what y'all were waiting for.
I want to go along with the dolphin thing because dolphins, yes, they like to have sex for fun. And do you think it's because they're always wet?
And slick.
They're just smooth with it.
Okay. This week in history, May 22nd, 1922, the U.S. Supreme Court banned organized baseball as a sport. And they said it's a sport, not a business, so it's not subjected to antitrust laws. Mogul team sports owners wholeheartedly agreed with this decision. Captain Jim, do you have any history jokes?
Yes, I do. Thank you, Robin. This week in 1951, Rodgers and Hammerstein's musical *The King and I* opened at the St. James Theater in New York City. But the opening was delayed for months while Rodgers and Hammerstein feuded with their editor over his demand to change the musical's title to *The King and I* to their first choice, *The Fresh King of Siam*.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. Do you have either a history joke or a regular joke to tell the folks?
Oh, hi, everybody.
Hi,
Yeah,
Kevin.
Hey.
What's up? So a zoo has been attempting to breed a pair of enormous southern cassowaries. They're like giant peacocks. And a Pegleton Zoo in Devon said that the birds, a 16-year-old male Madrid and 11-year-old female Twiggy, met for the first time this week after spending years in adjacent enclosures. The staff said that the time spent near each other meant that they were already a strong comfort level, Wow. They spent years in adjacent cages, an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old. Were the cages located on the southern border? Talk about safety.
Well, it's a birthday, so there's kind of history.
Okay.
May 25th was Mike Myers' birthday.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Nice.
turned 61. I personally love Austin Powers. You love Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck yeah. I loved all of his characters.
Yeah,
you know,
baby.
Gold member. I love gold.
You said May 25th?
May
Oh,
25th.
that's also Lola's birthday.
Oh, Lola.
Nice.
Yeah.
Happy
And Dr.
belated
Evil.
birthday, Lola.
Man, Dr. Evil. He's one of my favorite characters. I even remember that one song when he was in jail with Mini Men. Mini Me.
Oh, yeah.
It was like the moment
Hard
I heard
Knock
Frau
Life.
say I had a clone. I knew that I'd be safe because I'd never be alone. An evil doctor shouldn't speak a lot about his feeling smart. And my pain don't make me too appealing.
Yeah.
Very good, Brandy.
Nice.
Okay.
I got a little history news to stand up for.
Absolutely.
Jokes of history. This is a very old one, by the way, but this week in history, in 1431, Joan of Arc got burnt at the stake today. They told her to stop doing witchcraft, but her character was on less of an arc and more of a learning curve, if you will. But in doing so, she did become the first lesbian to be known as Firecrotch.
Did you just do a sound effect?
Heard a boing. That was nice.
It's like, am I losing my marbles? Very good.
Nice.
Let's see. I've got a couple more history
I got one
jokes.
more too.
Bing Crosby records White Christmas, making it the world's best-selling album and also MAGA's Project 2025 goals.
Oh my.
That's funny.
All right. Captain Jim, do you have any more history jokes?
Yes, I do. This week in 1942, the British cruiser HMS Trinidad torpedoes itself in the Barents Sea. Nearby, the German battleship Bismarck taunted the crew over the radio of the sinking cruiser by asking, "Why do you keep torpedoing yourself? Why do you keep torpedoing yourself?"
Nice.
That's awesome. Captain.
All right. Christopher, did you have one?
Yeah, I got one more. Here's one kind of James and I came up with. John F. Kennedy got born today on May 29th, 1917. So today, back in 1917, John F. Kennedy got born. Looks like you blew out the candles a little too hard, Jack. Sorry, that's lame.
All right, Kevin.
Jack.
Yeah, right. Blew out a little too hard, Jack. Yeah.
I think I've seen a picture of John F. Kennedy online today. It was a black and white photo. And he's like in like these like Fruit of the Loom looking underwear with his big old snake around him. He has band-aids on his knees and like he's like in Africa or somewhere. I was like, yes, that was our president. That's my president.
Yeah.
My president. That's my president.
I love those AI photos. I don't know if you know Mr. Beast. They're doing like Hood Mr. Beast. Have you seen Hood Mr. Beast?
I have not seen Hood Mr. Beast.
Oh my.
Everyone should look at Hood Mr. Beast pictures. He is delicious.
Oh my.
That's just as good as his chocolate bars.
Okay, now does anyone bring a weather joke? Everyone's always wondering what our
weather
Captain James Esterline means by weather. So
I got a weather one.
Okay, you got a weather one?
Yes. All right, so whether or not, I hope I'm doing this right, but whether or not you have fully functioning eyeballs, there's one person that no one can see. And that one person is the one and only John Cena. You know, Mr. You Can't See Me. He was previous wrestler and surprisingly funny actor. And yes, 20 years ago, he came out with his music debut of his rap album called You Can't See Me. The album actually peaked number 3 for the top rap albums of Billboard's Top 200.
Oh, phenomenal.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Good thing it was on the radio, not a movie.
So I'll use the weather. So anytime I was under the weather, not feeling well, to make myself feel better, this is when I was younger, when I was like 15, 16, I would always envision Paris Hilton having like the most horrible like experience in the bathroom, like just like massive runs, like kind of like Dumb and Dumber scene where she's just like, and I don't know why, because I love Paris Hilton, but I would imagine her just having this awful experience and it would somehow cheer me up and get me out of feeling down. And now I could have just thought about her getting abused at a school. I just thought about those.
Wow. Yeah.
I love Paris also.
I do too, yeah.
Did you ever see The Simple Life? I mean, I watched that show religiously, and I swear she does not have a butt crack. Like she,
that's what she couldn't do.
I'm like, she's wearing these sweats that are always so low because we did like the low rise stuff back in the day, our little crop tops, and like literally no butt crack ever. And this seems to go low. It's like not no butt. It's just like no butt crack.
Just no butt crack.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So I was correct in imagining her having a hard time going to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, how ironic! It's true.
I wonder how much that surgery cost.
I'll take the no butt crack surgery.
I'd like you to remove my crack, please.
All right, so I have another one.
Okay, absolutely.
All right, Alex, it makes me think of you because you got like a boy's name. This one has a girl's name and it's a boy. So Brooklyn Beckham. He's the son of the previous Spice Girl, Victoria Beckham, and of World Cup winner David Beckham. All right. Well, he claims his mom, Victoria, hijacked him and his wife's first aunts at their 2022 wedding, saying that she put herself in the spotlight before they did their dance. And I mention this only because whether or not I want it to be Scary Spice or Ginger, I'm not scary. Whether I want it to be Ginger, you know, that redhead with like the fake breasts and, you know, that's what I wanted to be. I always had to be Scary Spice. Always.
Yeah.
I don't want to be scary. I want to be, the hot one.
Ginger Spice. Okay. I declare that you can be Ginger Spice if you want to.
Thank you. Thank you. By the way, if anyone out there is listening and y'all were forced to be a Spice Girl also, why don't you feel free to call in and share your woes with me. I will let you, just like Robin, we'll let you be any Spice Girl you want. These are our call-in numbers, right?
Yeah.
Hey, can we give those out? Or is it like my address?
727-441-3000.
Yeah, you guys put this in your phone.
Okay.
727-441-3000. 3,000, because I know a lot of my friends are listening. Sometimes you can call and give me a shout out.
I actually performed once as a Spice Girl, but not like the Spice Girls.
Were you
But
Scary Spice?
we were the no. I was Nerdy Spice. Actually, I was Nerdy Spice. They gave me these big balloons for boobs, and I had this huge like orange wig. And my whole thing was I was the nerd. I was the Nerdy Spice. Yeah, I had like suspenders and stuff. It was the high socks. It was actually kind of funny.
It sounds hot. High socks, big breasts, suspenders, red hair. That sounds like Ginger.
Honestly, it kind of was, but yeah, we were the Spice Girls, not the Spice Girls. We were a different crew.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've got one weather joke. Marco Rubio is spearheading a push to revoke Chinese students' visas. He said the students who get sent back depends on whether they're part of the Communist Party or their parents are willing to buy his meme coin.
I do want to say we're entering hurricane season pretty soon, and you know it rains a lot. It rains cats and dogs, so please be careful when you go out not to step in a poodle. Jim liked that one.
Hey, Captain Jim, do you have a weather joke?
Yeah, I don't know whether or not it's going to stop raining in Maryland, but if it doesn't, I'm heading back to the Sunshine State.
Oh, we miss you here, Jim. We come back here.
We all miss you.
Subsidy death threats.
Okay, you know what, guys? I think it's time that we've covered everything but plugs.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, everything but plugs.
Okay, we'll go around the room.
guys.
Chris, do you have anything to plug?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've got a couple of things to plug real quick. Let me just pull up my thing here. So, yeah, we've got, let's see, we have a new open mic with the Professor J crew that we have started up last month, but we have our second one at the Zen Den over in Largo. It's at 6585 126th Ave North. So that's pretty much just south of that intersection to Ulmerton and 66. They're a really cool little kava lounge. We do a monthly open mic there. Our friend Eddie Kusar will be the feature. And if you don't know Eddie, he's a phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal singer, songwriter, performer that you can catch around Gulfport. We have that, and then a week after that, so 2 weeks from today on June 12th, brand new open mic starting up also up in Clearwater at this place called Strange Clouds.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing a monthly open mic there on the second Thursday of the month. So June 12th, we'll have Haley's Comet performing. They're a wonderful, wonderful 6-piece band, and they'll be our first feature there on June 12th. So check that out. Also check out the Chill Room on Fridays. I believe it's the third Friday of the month that we do that. That's over in Largo as well, or Pinellas Park, I should say, rather. Okay. So, yeah, those are my big plugs.
All right. Thank you. Alex, do you have any news to stand up for?
Yeah, so 3 weeks from now is Juneteenth. Wow. And it's also my birthday. I was born on June 19th.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So I think that means I get the pass to say the word, right?
Hey, let's find out. Let's find out right now.
I don't want to be part of this.
Not after the show.
Yeah, after the show.
Joe, do you have any anything but plugs?
Yeah, I got a few. I got Jimmy over at Jimmy's Sports Bar. We have what we call King of the Ring Comedy Tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. And we're all about finding giving everybody a platform to shine on. A little, it's a single elimination tournament. Vance to starting out comedians are welcome. Okay. There's $5 to get in. It's every first and third Tuesday of every month. Okay. But we're thinking about moving it to the weekend.
To the weekend. That would be really interesting.
So I'm going to talk to him on Tuesday and get it on a Saturday or something like that.
Okay, phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also the new segment. It's going to be called IC Radio. ISEE Radio. And it's Ian Stevens exclusive entertainment radio. Okay. It's going to be called, and Ian Steven will be hosting.
Okay, Ian Steven will be hosting.
Yeah, and he's here now.
Oh, he sure is. Yeah. Well, you'll get to hear him in the next hour. Now, Brandy, we've covered everything but plugs. Do you have anything to plug?
No, that was all. I do host those tournaments, the King of the Ring tournaments, and those are completely awesome. You should see the trophy. Okay. I mean, it's absolutely Joe. Yeah. Joe does everything right. He does it full extreme, and I'm just really proud to be working with him. He really makes this an event. Okay. The backdrop, lights, music, all of it.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome.
We got a DJ drummer, Mike, is pretty cool. They got blacklight reactive drum set, and he beats your punchlines.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really entertaining.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm gonna plug. If you guys can see me, I got a shirt that says Ed Shed. I am part of a sketch comedy group. We are going to be Saturday night at the Jack Kerouac House. And then I also have my podcast, Scooch Ovaries. So thank you very much. And remember to stand up for news. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. Stand up for news. Don't sit down. Stand up now.
WTAN, Clearwater.
FM 106.1.
WDCF, Dade City.
FM 102.3.
Listen.
Trump tariffs back on.
This is still